Hey y'all, it's Gary, Fitz Preacher Farm. Glad y'all came back to check us out. It's Monday, and as I told you Thursday, by the way, I had to break my winter hat out. How y'all like that? It's pretty warm. Got in the 30s here last night, but I told you Thursday that we would be smoking our bacon today. So we got her ready, and I'm gonna get that ready. We got the smoker. We're gonna fire it up and get us a little fire. I think this is an Oklahoma Joe knockoff, but we're gonna put our bacon in there. We're gonna get us a little fire going. We don't want a hot fire. We're just gonna smoke this this bacon. We want the smoke curing on it. It's what we want. We don't want to cook it. We're gonna cook it in the skillet, in the cast iron skillet, by the way. But anyway, I don't have any fruit wood. I had some apple wood, and I used it all up on some other thing that we were doing. So that's out of the question. So anyway, got some pecan, and I heard the other day somebody used red oak, and I've never used oak for smoking bacon, but never heard of it. But that doesn't mean it's not good. But all I got this morning is pecan, so we're gonna go get those slabs of bacon out of the refrigerator, get them washed off, and get them cured, get them dried off real good, and we're gonna start a fire, and we're gonna get this thing rolling. All right, here's our bacon after 4 days. You can see the liquid that it's drawn out of the meat. Cured it. Put that flavoring in it that we put in there. Remember, we put applesauce and brown sugar. We got a real nice piece of meat. What we're going to do now is we're going to take these out and we're going to wash them real good. We're going to wash all this off. You're probably thinking, my gosh, you just put all that flavoring in there. Why are you washing it off? Well, because we don't want this to get too salty. And remember, we salt cured this, so it'll get too salty. When we take these out, you're going to need a couple of racks. There's a couple of drying racks. These are cookie racks, just over some cookie sheets, and you need that to let this dry. These are going to have to dry before we put them on the smoker. I think they call it a Pellico coating. It's kind of a sticky coating that gets on there, and that helps that smoke stick to the meat and where we get the flavoring. This is another story. This is a lady at church. We call her the cookie lady. She makes cookies for the church every Sunday. And every Sunday after church, we stand in the foyer and we eat cookies. Well, she makes the preacher his own special box. I feel pretty special for her doing that. It's kind of funny, but I really appreciate it, man. She loves me and I love her. But this is another side story. Let's get to washing these off so we can get them on the smoker. All right, we got them out. We want to pat them dry and let them sit for about an hour here on the counter while we're getting our fire going. And you can, it's already getting sticky, and that's that. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they call that the Pellico. It's a coating, it's a stickiness that it gets after you cure it. But now remember, we're not long-term curing this. I've got kids coming in here for Thanksgiving, and this will be gone in one setting. I know how these kids eat. And folks, let me tell you something. When you make your own bacon, when you've tasted your own bacon, it's so much different than what you get in the store. And you'll start making this yourself. I heard a guy say one time, once you get this stuff and you eat your own and make your own recipe the way you like it, you'll throw rocks at the store-bought bacon. There's some fat on there, but hey, that's flavor, right? All right, there's our bacon. It's cured out. It's ready to go on the smoker. Let's, what do you say, let's go make a fire. All right, we got our smoker ready. Got our smoke box open. Now, here's the thing. You notice I only got about a half a chimney full of charcoal there. Folks, we do not want to cook this bacon. We want to smoke this bacon. We want a slow, smoky fire. So we're only going to use about a half a chimney of charcoal briquettes. So let's get them going and we'll get our fire going in the firebox. Alright guys, I hope I ain't got you too close to get your fingers burnt. We got our charcoal briquettes, they're about ready. And what we want to do is we want to keep this fire as far away from that meat as we can. We're going to pile these up here by this door, because again, we don't want heat, we want smoke. I've got some pecan wood here that hadn't been cut very long, and I'm going to use a chunk of green, somewhat green, and then I've got an old chunk here that's been dried out. We're going to put that right on there. We're going to crack this door just a hair. You already see that smoke starting to boil. That's what we want. We're going to close that up. We're going to close our damper up here on top. We're going to close it off pretty good, but we're going to get a draft going to get the smoke going. As you can see, we've already got smoke, and that's what we want. We kind of want to let that all settle down a little bit. Let me go get the bacon, and we'll get some smoking done. All right, we got our bacon. Let's see if I got you set up right here where you can see. No, not really. How about right there? That better? Right about there? Yeah, like that. This is the smaller piece. We're going to put it towards the back because it'll cook. We want it to cook slower. In fact, we're going to lay those in there like this. We're going to put that thicker piece closer to the smoke. Woo! Well, we got her smoking. But I'm going to close the lid. And I'll bring back just a second. I got a little deal I want to do. I got to go get it. I forgot it. Be right. All right, this little contraption right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. We've got our temperature set for 154 degrees. It's 64 right now with the probe. we're going to put this probe in there and leave it in there in the thickest part of this meat, and it's got a timer on it. It's got a alarm on it, and it'll go to squealing when it gets to 154 degrees. And that's where we want, somewhere between 140 to 165, 170 for this. So this just makes it easier. We're already at 150 inside temperature inside our smoker. Woo! Here's our thickest part right here. We're going to put that probe in there. And we're going to close that door. When that thing goes off, we'll be ready. We're going to let it cook for about an hour, and we're going to come out and we're going to flip it and make sure both sides get smoked. They will, but we just want to make sure. We want to watch our temperature and make sure that our temperature on our gauge up here doesn't get too hot. We're at like 140 right now. That's perfect. If it'll stay there, we're going to be in good shape. So I'll bring you back when we flip it.